Hey everyone, the last Shoegazer here, bringing you an exclusive Wild Eye movie review. So this review is officially kicking off an exclusive review series that I'm going to be doing for my good friend Rob from Wild Eye Releasing. It's been a little over a year since I stepped away from my personal YouTube channel just for different professional and family related reasons. But yeah, I got the itch to kind of dive back into Wild Eye, and I did a number of these reviews within my channel over the past couple of years, ever since connecting with Rob a while back, and kind of starting a solid film and personal friendship. But yeah, it's been a really cool experience getting to know him and having some really great back and forth conversations just throughout the different seasons of our lives here over the past couple of years since I got to know him. So here we are, back at it again, and I'm kind of going to hand these reviews off to him to kind of do as he wishes with them. Look for them to pop up on various Wild Eye social media platforms, and it's an honor to stay connected with this great company and a really cool person kind of at the reins of this really awesome and unique independent releasing company, Wild Eye. So many thanks again to my good friend Rob for sending me yet another epic care package with a whole new slew of indie horror to check out and start working through. It's one of probably 5 or 6 nice care packages that he sent me over the past year or so. And I thought I would kick it off with the very first one that was kind of at the end of the row of DVDs in the box that he sent me. And it's actually one that I requested and had wanted to see for some time. Have heard some good things about it, and I thought, man, yeah, I need to get my eyes on this and check it out. And I was really glad that I started with this one. This is 2019's PICKAXE. Rob knows, and many of you, if you've followed my channel over the past couple of years, know that I'm a huge fan of slashers, especially wilderness or like backwoods slashers. Friday the 13th being my all-time favorite horror franchise. Also, really enjoying similar franchises like the Hatchet films from Adam Green and good old Victor Crowley, and Halloween. So many people enjoy that one as well. And this one really connects with all three of those, classic, very popular franchises in a very kind of independent, lower budget kind of way. But that's Wild Eye. That's what these guys are trying to boost and give some wings to and empower. Yeah, I'm really glad that PICKAXE was released by Rob and company, and it stars Tiffany Shepis and A. Michael Baldwin. Tiffany coming from the Victor Crowley film, among a number of other very familiar horror films, a lot of independent stuff, and also one of my all-time Halloween favorites that I kind of discovered a couple years ago, Tales of Halloween. And A. Michael Baldwin, fans of the Phantasm franchise, will recognize him. So they play 2 really cool roles, and kudos to icons like them jumping into just a fun kind of self-aware, kind of cheesy at times, campy backwoods horror flick like this. And they did a really good job. And the cast that they picked, I thought, was really good. Some, kind of not super powerful acting throughout, but it's kind of to be expected. It fit. You don't want to see anyone being over dramatic or over the top or trying to play way too seriously into a tongue-in-cheek kind of situation, because it's just, in my opinion, that's kind of whenever it starts to not sit well or is a bit of a turnoff. But here it just works. The setting, the acting, the story, while it's not really too unique, it doesn't really set itself consciously far apart from films like Friday the 13th and Hatchet and Halloween. It kind of, it takes a more of a direct tribute kind of approach, and really, throws in a lot of cool nods to films like Friday the 13th. As a matter of fact, I won't try not to give too many things away here. That's not my purpose of doing movie reviews. I never did that in the past, giving too many things away. Just try to make some connections for you guys and stir the interest pot a little bit. But yeah, it's very similar to the vibe and kind of storyline of Friday the 13th and Hatchet. I mean, we even kind of have a similar character here. The first kind of look that we get of Alex Black, as you can see here, is his name. You can pause and read the information there if you would like. But you can see he kind of resembles Part 2 Jason there, kind of baghead. And, throughout he kind of takes on more of a Victor Crowley kind of vibe. But, yeah, so some of the characters' names coming straight from the films that I mentioned, kind of a combination of some of them, very similar storyline, especially to Friday the 13th, but kind of the look and feel of, Victor Crowley and the Hatchet films, which just worked for me. I thought it was really cool. A nice independent take on blending those, I guess. Not sure if that's what they were always going for, but yeah, like I said, very self-aware, some really funny moments. The gore, the special effects, as far as I could tell, everything was practical. Like I said, low budget, but a lot of it looked realistic. The settings, it just kind of ticked all the right boxes for me for kind of a throwback horror film, especially for a slasher. You got a little bit of a camp sort of feel. There's even some, elements of rock and roll and, a high school kind of setting, and a lot of the quirky kind of stereotypic goodness that comes with all of that, and kind of just blend it all together. So this brings all the goods, and and then some. It could have been a little bit more intense or brutal. I didn't feel super unsettled or kind of creeped out by Alex Black there. Good old PICKAXE. I'm not sure if that's really what they're going to go for here, if we're going to see a bit of a franchise, and he's going to be dubbed PICKAXE, but they call him, Alex Black, and he does use a pickaxe to do his doings. But yeah, I think he could have been just a little bit more brutal and sinister, but definitely creepy, scary, and it worked. It worked, and the kills were, I think, pretty solid. It's pretty much what you'd expect. There were some that were more unique than others, but yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised by this. It just kind of felt very well-rounded as an independent slasher, and especially since, I do love Friday the 13th and the Hatchet films, and I did kind of have a little bit of an undertone of sort of the Halloween kind of story. But yeah, it was really good. I would definitely recommend it. Thanks again for sending this to me, Rob, among all the others that I'm really excited to dive into. And definitely, guys, support independent horror, Wild Eye Releasing. Lots of good stuff. And yep, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.